glorious, just glorious. Good morning and welcome to another video, and welcome back to the channel. So my plan for this week's video was actually to head down to the Bay of Fundy National Park and do one of the hiking trails, give myself a bit more of a workout in preparation for my epic landscape photography adventure, which is coming soon. If you've watched last week's video, link up here, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, given the price of gas and given the fact that I'm going to have to use a lot of gas to get to where I'm going in my epic adventure, I thought I would just stay local again. But I wanted to talk about expectations in landscape photography. We all have our expectations, whether we're shooting something local like this or some grand vista, some epic location like where I'm going. We all have expectations, probably influenced by images that we've seen on social media, newspapers, magazines, travel brochures, you name it. We are influenced. There are a few things that I'm expecting to get when I go on my landscape photography adventure in just over a couple of weeks' time. We'll talk about those a little bit further up. And I don't think I'm quite ready to reveal the location of that epic adventure just yet. So, expectations in landscape photography. Now, like I mentioned, the location I'm going, I've been a few times. Probably 2014 was my favourite visit of all. I actually climbed a mountain. Here's that image. And also went on a tour, a boat tour, to a very, very famous location. And at the end of that lake where the boat tour was, there's an epic hike, an epic viewpoint. And way back then, I said that one day I would go to that viewpoint. And that day is coming closer. The viewpoint is on the screen now. Yeah, you guessed it, guys. I'm bloody nuts. But anyway, I signed up for that hike, and that's where I'm going. And my expectations is to come away with a killer shot from there. But we'll talk about that a little bit further up. I really just want to get a little bit of a move on here. After all, I am trying to build up my fitness before this trip. It's absolutely beautiful here in the park this morning. Absolutely fantastic. A little bit of breeze when you're over by the water there. Perfectly still. There are a few mosquitoes around. I did remember the bug spray this time. One thing I forgot to bring this time with me though, because it's home charging, was my new microphone. So I hope the audio is okay and the camera's built-in mic. I've done a video like this before, so it should be fine. So the first of my expectations is to come back with an absolutely killer panorama image stitched together. Looking 5 or 6 images that will be stitched, but I'm looking for something really spectacular. Now, we know all depends on conditions, light, a whole bunch of factors can influence whether I get that shot or not. But that's going to be one of the priorities, is to get an awesome panorama. I did take a couple when I was there before at various locations. One in particular I really want to improve upon. I actually have it framed on the wall right now, but I think I can do better. So the first of the 7 things I hope to achieve on this trip is an epic panorama. So what I'm trying to tell you in this video clip is the second thing I must capture on my adventure is an epic long exposure. That's what I'm going for. Something along the lines of what Gary Goff would create. Not sure if I'll manage to pull that off, but that's something that's certainly on the list to capture. Unfortunately, the XT30 decided it didn't want to record the audio in this clip for some reason, and also it dropped a couple of video clips at the end. You'll see me talking about a personal project, so that part of the video is cut a little bit short too, so I do apologise, but we'll move on. And that brings me to number 3. I want to capture an epic seascape. Now, like I mentioned, 2014, I did take lots of coastal images and stuff like that. Not what you would really call a seascape, more your postcard, holiday snap type thing. So this time I'm going to attempt to capture an epic seascape. You know the type of one, the type of stuff that Nick Page does. One of those really moody or dramatic seascape images. That's the type of shot I want to capture. There's probably a lot more than 7. We'll move a bit further up and we'll talk about number 4. So have you guessed yet? Here's another look at that image of where I'm going. Yeah, I'm going there. Am I nuts or what? So let's talk about number 4 and number 5 real quick, because they're pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, and I don't have to waste a lot of time on them. Yeah, I want to capture an epic sunrise and an epic sunset, and with the right conditions I can't think of a better place to capture such images. Here's one I took before, way back then, handheld in low light, and yeah, I know I can improve. And that brings me to number 6, and this could be the most challenging of all. But my goal from this trip is to come back with 50 usable images. Yeah, 50 images in 2 weeks. This is for a personal project that I'm hoping to complete. And I think it's doable. So number 7 is not related to photography. Well, not directly, of course. Number 7 is about escapism, getting away, clearing the head. After these few years that we've had, the world being messed up, pandemics, you name it, the stresses of daily life, mental health, you know, all of that stuff combined, and we all suffer from it. And it affects us all in different ways. And I think this trip will just give me the chance to relax, escape from the rigours of everyday life. I mean, listen, it's so peaceful. So although it's not directly related to photography, it's one of the benefits of practicing this art. And I can't wait to go on this adventure. Like I said, there's many more. I can think of at least 3 things, but if I tell you, it's just going to give it away. We'll save that for next week's video. So I really haven't taken many images today. I've been concentrating on the video and telling you guys about this epic adventure. Did I mention I was going on an epic adventure? Maybe once or twice. And I'll leave you with some images from the location that I'm going to, just to kind of whet your appetite. Now the ones you're going to see are JPEGs from an old Nikon with not very high resolution, but I think you'll get the idea. So just to recap, the 7 things I really want to try and bring back. 7 things that I hope to capture on my next adventure. Panorama, long exposure, sunrise, sunset. Hold on. Let's try that again. So guys, just to recap, seven things I hope to achieve. Should it be achieve or capture or bring back? I don't know. Anyway. Jesus. So number 7 is nothing. So number 7 So number 7, no danger.